Check, check. Are the drugs working? Check, check. Hello.
Hello.
Hi.
Hi.
I hope there's no reverb this time. We're getting better
Yeah.
with the sound. I think we're doing amazing, but...
Yes, I think we are too.
So my voice.
I was gonna say something and I forgot.
Oh no. Okay, let's remember.
I don't remember. Okay.
We might be on drugs. Okay, well, allegedly, but...
For entertainment purposes only.
We're so giggly right now. Oh my gosh.
Okay, wait. I think we should take a second and like gather ourselves.
This has to be in it though. Mr. Curry Feet. Mr. Feet. Mr.
Okay.
Okay, can I explain my voice?
Yeah.
Okay.
Well, like last time?
Yes, but it's even more intense now, and I just want to like give some tea, you know? So I'm sick, you guys, and you know, maybe it's because I kissed a boy, or maybe 2 boys, or maybe 3 boys in the span of 2 days.
Continues.
And maybe I feel like it's a little bit of a homophobic attack because the only straight person I kissed ended up not getting sick. And that's annoying. I feel really attacked. But anyway, you can blame them for my voice.
I think it sounds cool.
I know, right?
Yeah.
I sound like Aquafina.
I love Aquafina.
Yeah. It's just that I'm a character right now. For the past like couple days, I've been a character with this voice. I've been using it. I felt more confident. I'm saying more jokes. I'm just like into it. But I like talking more than ever. If you can imagine coming from me, what that would look like.
I took a sativa because
your brain needs to be stimulated. And I am the stimulant.
The perfect one, too.
Yeah.
We both peaked in line. We went to Universal Studios this weekend.
Yeah.
And we took edibles.
I don't want to subject myself to that implication, but go off. Also, Heather, I swear she's like really biting me. Like really biting me. Like it hurts. Like really bad. Like I don't think she's bit me this hard before. She's really chewing my skin. Like she's, you know me, I'm a skinny, like I have skin. Ow! No, Heather, no. I'm trying to fix this.
Okay, so we put Heather in her little area.
Yeah, she's guilty for biting me really hard. She just like thinks I'm a chew toy sometimes.
Yes, she's still okay. I don't know if this is normal. Because I will admit I spoil her. Okay,
Yes,
my sister.
You do.
Rolling her eyes. She runs the household, like seriously, and it's just because she's so darn cute. I can't say no to her, you know. But obviously, that's not the way to raise a dog. So it's kind of difficult to discipline her sometimes. And she knows what she's doing, and that's the worst part of all of it. So sometimes she legitimately just wants attention, and she acts out, and no matter what we do, she, like, we can play with her, but then she plays rough. She starts biting you. Yeah. And it's just like, bro, you know? So I need to train her better. But for the time being...
She gets really buff and aggressive. She's like that baby from The Incredibles. Like she just turns into that little monster.
Mind you, like, this is a tiny toy maltipoo. Like... Yeah.
Yeah, it's just like this 3-pound dog that you know you could just punch into the wall and then game over. Like it's set, it's fine. But like you can't because
she literally needs us to survive. Like she's too small. Like the cat that lives outside of my apartment wants to eat her. And so my life depends on, or her life depends on me feeding her. And then, like, making sure the cat doesn't eat her. Making sure she doesn't go through some crack that I can't reach her in. Or eating something that, like, gets stuck in her freaking intestines.
One time I thought she ate my earphones.
She ate one of your earplugs.
Yeah, she ate one of my earplugs, so I assumed that she ate my earphone because the little plastic thingy that goes around it was missing. And I assumed she just ate it. Because she likes earwax.
Yeah. So much for emotional support. But I love
the
her.
The emotion she is supporting is stress.
And hey, like, I think it's enough to cuddle her and stuff like that.
Yeah, sometimes we cuddle her to calm her down. Like,
yeah,
all she wants is attention.
Poor
But then that implies that it's okay for her to find that as a way to get attention from us. Because then she ends up just biting us and we're barking at us. And especially when we're eating, she thinks she's entitled to my food and she barks at me.
And you know, the eating part is really annoying because from the moment that we got her, I told my partner at the time, we're not giving them human food. Because of that exact reason. Like, I don't want my dog to beg our guests or people that come over, my friends. And yet, it wasn't consistent, you know, like, I wasn't doing it, and then she would do it. So then she would finally say, okay, I'll stop. And that's when I would start giving her scraps. And because she was used to it, right? So she was, like, begging for food because she thought that was normal. And so then I would just give in, and it's just been horrible.
Her favorite foods are pizza, fries.
She likes fries.
Oh, and she likes kettle corn, and she likes
a lot of berries. Like, she likes raspberries, blueberries.
Yeah.
I don't think she likes blackberries. Like, she never eats it when I give her some. But she eats the most random things sometimes.
What was that one thing that was like, I think it was ethnic food that I gave her. What did I give her?
Oh, you gave her, I know I gave her some red bell pepper and she liked that.
But what was it? It was a meal. There was like a food. She likes burritos.
Yeah, I mean,
she likes beans.
Anything with like cheese in it.
Can't believe we're just going over what Heather eats.
She's like the center of our universe and you guys have no idea.
Literally.
Like we'll be out. We went out to Hillcrest to celebrate Pride and, you know, we had a good time and everything, but we both kept thinking about Heather.
Yeah, we're like, should we just call it quits and go see Heather?
And we're both like, yep, let's go.
Yeah.
And we just like called the lift and
yeah, we're like, okay, to Heather. Like we were just like thinking about her.
Home to Heather.
Yeah. Like she must be worried sick. She must be thinking about us. We should go home.
All the while she's chilling.
Yeah. She has no concept of time.
Room. I was worried about leaving her here during Universal Studios on Saturday, but thankfully my ex-partner was able to come check on her and make sure she had water, food, and the AC was working. Otherwise, I don't know. I couldn't have left her here alone. That is how crazy it drives me to leave her alone.
Well, she's a literal baby. She's an actual, like, she's a living thing. Obviously, we have to, like, check on her like a baby because she gets into shit that she shouldn't, like a little 5-year-old, so.
Yeah, I'm constantly picking things up that I'm like, she's going to eat this. She's going to swallow this.
Yeah.
But yeah, she's my angel though. Love
Except
her.
she's in the cage right now because she
to
can't
from the
shut
slammer.
up.
She's in the slammer right now, but you know, it's all love.
Yeah. I don't know what that beginning was, but I loved it and play the intro music. Música maestro. Ah.
Okay, now that we're back from the intro song, how are we feeling? And by we, I mean you, because I was talking a lot.
Okay. I feel like the least consistently happy I've been in a long time. Because I moved from Costa Mesa to San Diego, and I'm not as close to my friends, and, like, they're my community, and I really need my community. Like, I'll die if I don't have my friends. Like, so my car broke down when I was in Costa Mesa, so I don't have any means to, like, go over there. So I have to figure that out. So it just feels like I'm kind of just stuck, and I hate feeling stuck in one place, especially a place that doesn't feel like my home yet.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Everything's new. Like, even small things like, where's the gas station? Where's the pharmacy? Like, you need directions to get places. So
yeah.
It just feels all foreign.
It feels so foreign and really, like, a mind fuck to, like, live in one place for 21 years of your life, and then just out of the blue pick up everything and just move somewhere else that feels nothing like your hometown. Like, yeah, it's just so different. And yeah, I don't know, I have to, but it's good for me to remind myself of like healthy coping mechanisms. Like today, my healthy coping mechanism is taking 15 grams of an edible, because I was just thinking too much about what's gonna happen next and whatever. And also watch all of Harry Potter. That's seriously, like, I just need escapism. I can't handle this universe sometimes, being on this earth. I just want to be a celestial being. I just want to be a ball of light floating around. I've joked before that every day I wake up tired and I'm ready to leave, dog. I'm done. Thank you very much. No, I'm kidding. I feel I'm just getting started in this life, and it just feels like, well, like I'm just getting started. So that keeps me here and keeps me grateful. But yeah, it's like overwhelming at times.
You know, support system is like one of our basic needs. I don't remember if Maslow's hierarchy of needs lists it as one of the basic needs, but working at PATH, working with people experiencing homelessness, that was like the number one reason why people, and you would think it'd be a job or their health. Those come close seconds, you know, or like medical bills. That was my guess. Those are pretty high up there, but the one that I saw that affected the people the most was not having anybody there for them, you know? Because, you know, all the physical stuff, the doctors will give you medication for that, you know? But mental health, it's not even talked about enough, not even in the medical field itself, you know? So people are overlooked, and they overlook all the mental health issues that they're having because they have no one to like talk to, or even just like having someone to go out to coffee with, you know, just to catch up. It doesn't even have to be like money or anything like that.
Just to kind of talk things out that are going on, and to vent and to not feel so alone.
Right. And
you feel more empowered to do things for yourself when you don't feel so alone.
Yeah. You feel like, because we are wired to live as a community and to feed off of each other's energy, you know. So if you're starved of that, you're like drying up from the inside out. And what that means is like you start to forget your purpose and like what you really bring to the table. Because there's no one to bounce it off of. Loneliness is horrible, and so that's where that huge deep depression comes in. That's where really bad addiction comes in, because people don't want to experience that, you know. If I had to feel that way every day, like, who am I to judge people who take heroin to just like not be here, not on this realm, you know, to just be in nirvana? Like, I don't blame them. It's really, really hard.
Never. They're doing their very best, and they're doing the only way they know how to survive. And that's why, like, I support you. Do whatever you need. Yeah. And by that, I mean, I'm just not gonna... Why would I ever judge you? That's not my place. I'm here to support you as a human being who understands how hard this life can get. And I don't know your experience, so I'm not gonna tell you how to deal with it. So yeah, that's a really good
all point. That to say, like, I want you to feel and remember that this is normal, you know, and it's temporary.
Yeah, that's why I got a tattoo. I got tattooed "Nothing is permanent" on my foot, and honestly, it has been reminding me a lot
I love that.
Of the fact that, you know, whatever bad times you go through nothing's ever gonna really stay the same. And the good times, like, don't take things for granted. And so I had this tattoo on my foot when I was like having the time of my life traveling, you know, and then now I'm like a little bit at a slower slump.
Genius. I love it.
Yeah, thank you. And things change from one day to another like nothing all the time. So I just have to wait it out. I know I just have to wait it out.
Thankfully, you know, we have each other at the end of the day.
Yep.
And I will do whatever it takes to help you see your friends. You know?
Oh, thank you.
And I already told you to invite your friends for 4th of July.
Yeah.
Like, I know it's the colonizer holiday or whatever, but it to me, it like symbolizes a holiday that you go to the beach to and watch fireworks.
Yeah, like...
And spend time with the people you love, and that really does mean a lot to me. And so I want you to invite your friends.
Thanks. It means a lot, because what would be worse is if I felt more lonely. And that of like someone not understanding and hearing what I feel. And like I wouldn't have any means of visiting them if you hadn't helped me or let me know that I can use your car sometimes or whatever, you know? So it makes me feel a lot better. And it's just like, it's good for me at this point in my life. I kind of like a challenge. I'm like, work, like I have to find healthy coping mechanisms. That's fine. Even if I feel shitty though, like it's fine if I feel shitty for a day. Like every emotion is necessary. Doesn't feel good, but that's fine. Like I know I'm not always gonna feel good, and if this is like the worst that my life can get when I have all my basic needs met, it's like that's where gratitude really comes into play, where I'm like this morning I was eating my favorite breakfast, watching RuPaul's Drag Race España, and I was like, what do I really have to complain about? Like, if anything, that felt like a sign from my angels that like, see, we're giving you this, like you're good. And it's true, like I am good. I have you, I have a place to stay. I don't have to be in an abusive household anymore. You know, like that is something I can be grateful for, that I have the opportunity. And so it's just, yeah, I'm counting my blessings, and I'm just a crazy optimist at the end of the day. And I always will be. So things will get better.
Yes, they will.
Yeah. But not gonna lie, I did tell my sister I was feeling depressed. Like I have depressive feelings and thoughts, you know? And so, but the difference is like, I'm getting myself out of it because I don't feel hopeless, you know? Like, usually that's a big role in my depression, is the feeling of hopelessness. But, like, no, I know at this point, like, there's always a solution, and I just have to ask for it and give it time. So, yeah. So, you guys.
And you're living with a case manager.
Right, my sister knows fucking how to file shit. Like, that sounds so weird, but my sister knows how to... Yeah, she knows. Phone number?
Who do you need to talk to?
She's so comfortable over the phone, looking things up.
Everything, especially like making appointments or whatever, it's so overwhelming, you know, and confusing.
Yeah.
And then when you already have anxiety, and then you're already having more added stress because you're trying to figure this problem out, and then on top of that you have to like find the number, figure out what you're going to say to them, make sure that what you're going to say to them is concise but brief, because otherwise they start getting annoyed, you know. It's like all these skills that people don't think about, that kids don't even get taught in school, like those types
it's just expected of us all the time.
Yeah, like, oh, they learn that at home, you know. We're here to learn about this white man that colonized this Native American town, like, and I understand there's a place for that, but I think you need to have, you know, those skills as something that everybody is taught equally across the board, because not everybody has the luxury of having parents who are teaching them how to do things for themselves, you know. And that's exactly what the system wants, you know, to keep, I mean, that's how they keep the gap so wide, you know, by making sure that everyone else is uneducated, uninformed, unempowered.
Yeah.
I'm getting kind of heated.
No, yeah, especially for first gen children. A lot of times we're the ones teaching our parents how to do things, or we're the ones making them appointments, which we're lucky that my mom was a little bit more assimilated and had to do a lot of those things. And she knew English when she got here, so she learned a lot of those things earlier. She's learned by now.
She caught on quicker.
Yeah, she caught on quicker. Yeah. And so we had that luxury, but a lot of people don't have that luxury. And it's overwhelming, when, especially when you come from a traumatic household that like is abusive, and then your parents telling you to make them this appointment, they're yelling at you, and then you're nervous because you hate talking to people on the phone. It's just very overwhelming. And so I feel that's also one of the things I count my blessings for, is like, my sister is teaching me. She's a case manager. She does this for strangers. She can do this for me and teach me how. And that's the thing, is like, I want to learn how. She's not doing it for me, but like, she's teaching me exactly what to ask, how to not sound sorry about calling and shit, you know.
And that's just like empowerment, you know, which we all need a little bit more empowerment. I'm
at a time in my life where a lot of people are learning these skills, and it is overwhelming to have to like take over all of your own needs and bills and all that. And
it's crazy because we're like learning about our own egos. Like, we're in this like phase where how we all have an ego and stuff, even if you're not seen as an egotistical person. And I'm just like wrapping my head around that and like seeing like what behaviors come from that. But then when you're an adult, it's like you're forced to deal with other people's egos, you know? And so on top of like all the logistical things of calling and asking the right questions, it's like you don't even know what kind of person you're gonna bump into. Like, are they having a good day? Are they having a bad day? Are they gonna trigger me more? Like, or are they gonna be nice and patient, you know?
Yeah.
And then that's a whole like traumatic experience. If I feel that way, being a case manager, I can't even imagine like some of my members who like are veterans and have seen like people get killed. Like they have actual like, I mean, every trauma is valid, you know? But I mean, some people have been at the brink of death, you know, or like been sexually assaulted or something like that. And then on top of that, they're forced to deal with all these like different energies and egos, and no one's taking into account that what they just went through, you know?
Yeah.
And so it's really hard out there.
Yeah, there's so many unhealed children out there. And we look at them as adults, but they're definitely not on the inside. And they just take it out on like in ways that they were taught as children. So then everyone's like just being triggered and shit. And it's annoying, but that's why we have to be responsible for our own feelings and remind ourselves how much it's not personal and that you are safe. You just have to be able to set boundaries as an adult and remind people that they can't talk to you a certain way or whatever. Easier said than done, but that's the right path to go on. And yeah, fight your ego, because your ego is just driven by fear, and you should have more compassion for yourself and others by reminding yourself that when you are angry, it's not personal to them, just how it's not personal to you when they're angry. And to have compassion for yourself, that's the antidote to fear and ego. Okay, I want to talk about more fun stuff.
Yeah, let's...
We started off really like...
Actually, we started off talking about Heather, and then we dove real deep, and now...
But before that, we were cracking up and being dumb, so... Now we got really serious.
So, going back... Well, remember how funny we were being in Universal Studios?
Yeah.
We were literally doing improv for everybody in line, free of charge.
Yeah, no one was listening, but we were definitely doing improv. We're so funny. We're just so funny. Just so many jokes.
And we acted out like...
Do we?
Like, I realized I was super high during the Transformers ride.
No, yeah, that's fun. Let's talk about Universal being high Universal.
I was really, really, really high. I peaked inside of the line. So we weren't even in the ride yet.
Yeah.
And but it's really cool because they put like a bunch of like buttons and like switches. And because it's supposed to look like the inside of like a military place,
military base.
What? Yeah.
I don't know.
I'm a gay. I don't know.
Yeah, too straight.
So they have a bunch of buttons that you can push, and like it's supposed to look like really real, but we just kept pushing the buttons and saying different dumb things.
Like what? Remind me, because I was also on.
I know,
drugs.
We were both, and that's why I realized we do this, because I was so high. I was analyzing it as it was happening. But you like push the button, you're like, okay, send them up. When I pushed it, I was like,
no way.
I pushed it. And I was like, Edna mod.
Yeah, and we just looked at each other. Like, every time we do shit like this, we just look at each other and we're like, holy crap, we're hilarious.
Yeah.
And then we just, like, feel like gods.
We need a camera crew just following us around.
Yeah, like, I need to get paid for this.
That would be great.
All we did was push buttons and say dumb things. But still, that was real entertainment.
We're on the road to SNL.
Yeah, the SNL song playing. That's how I felt. That's what I pictured.
Oh my god, I need to pull that song up. I just...
Because we are that funny.
Look, my delusion is my delusion, okay? If you're not having a good time, that's okay.
Yeah.
You know?
You have to create your own world, dude. We were so high at Hogwarts.
Yeah, I literally felt like we were at Hogwarts.
Yeah, I peeked inside. Inside of Hogwarts.
Inside, yes.
Inside of the school, yeah.
Yeah, inside of the school. And yes, we peeked multiple times.
Yeah.
We were in the Hogwarts castle, and it was like... I was making myself believe that I was there.
Me too.
You know what I'm saying? Like, I was like, just imagine it. And it was awesome. We went into that room with all the moving paintings. Mm-hmm. That one felt the most real to me.
That's so cool.
Because that one was, like, the most easy to do. To make it look really real. But that ride is scary.
Oh my god, it is so evil in there. Like, I need to, like, bring my crystals and, like, pray to God.
Honestly.
It's, like so evil. Like, there's such evil... like energy that's like supposed to be following you.
Yeah.
And they really throw it at you. in your
They
face.
did not pull any stops on reminding you that the Dementors are going to suck your soul out.
Yeah.
And I kept remembering it that there was only one, you know?
Yeah, there was on the train.
There was so many. No, yeah. I mean on the ride.
Oh, me. Yeah. So, no, yeah.
On the ride, I remembered, okay, yeah, the spider comes out. Rest in peace. And,
Aragog.
I love that scene. What's his name?
Aragog.
Aragog.
Right?
Yeah. Your body will decay.
If you watch
but your spirit lingers on.
This is the 5th one.
Nope, the 6th one.
6th one. This is the 6th one. Oh my gosh, we watched the 6th Harry Potter, the best movie out of all of them.
It's our favorite.
And we forgot what it was really about. It was the Half-Blood Prince, and like I feel like we always forget about that one. Like, what's really in it? But it was so funny and just so like it made me analyze a lot. Like you learn a lot, and it just like it's just I'm so stimulated the whole time. It was so good. Yeah. I love Harry Potter. We're both Ravenclaws.
I mean, all of you.
Right? I'm like Luna Lovegood on crack. You know, like she talks a little bit faster.
I would say that, yeah. So it's just like such a cool world to just feel like you're immersed. And
yeah, I'm a Pisces moon, so I need to escape this reality. Like my life depends on it. So also people who don't like Harry Potter, I've been there, and that was because I didn't understand it. So, you know, it just takes real focus.
Quick disclaimer, we have canceled J.K. Rowling from being the author of Harry Potter. We just don't support that person for obvious reasons.
Yeah.
But we're trying to keep it fun, but I will talk about that in a future episode. What were you saying?
I need escapism.
It was perfect timing. Like, we watched all the movies.
It's so brilliant. It's just so smart and so camp.
Yeah.
So funny.
I do want to mention that my sister is obsessed with Ron Weasley now.
Oh my god, yes. I'm obsessed with Rupert Grint, who plays him. He is the hottest person I've ever met. Like, seriously, I haven't had a crush on anyone for a long time.
You met
No
him?
one makes me feel anything anymore. Literally, I'm not attracted to anyone. But I'm so fucking attracted to Rupert Grint. Like, it's insane. And I'm glad I finally have a crush again. Not that I needed one. It's kind of cool not to have one. But, like, also I was starting to get worried. I was like, am I never gonna feel anything for men again?
Yeah, that is a scary thought. I mean, not for men, just for another partner.
I just thought, am I never gonna feel again?
Yeah.
Like, am I never gonna feel anything for anyone else other than me?
I see what you're saying. Yeah.
Which is a good problem to have, in my opinion.
Yeah.
I like it.
Well, the opposite would be worse.
Exactly. Better than the latter.
Whatever you can get.
Yeah, and to, like, rely on male validation. So, rather not. I'm gonna live in my God complex fantasy, as I should.
Okay, so we're gonna start this little segment here called Who Do You Want in Your Smoke Circle? And I'm gonna let my sister go first. I wanna hear, I guess we should say like
why?
Three people that you would want in it.
Let's say like 5.
But we're trying to do a short little segment here.
No, this has to be in depth. This is serious.
That's a huge smoke circle. But
I don't care.
Okay.
It could be 100 people.
You're right,
there could be 99 people in the room. And it doesn't matter. The whole point is like, who would you want to smoke with? You either do or you don't want to smoke with someone.
Okay.
But alive or dead.
Either.
That's why I'm saying either.
Yeah.
So number 1 would be Snoop Dogg, and that should be obvious. I'm from California.
Hey.
He's like the coolest motherfucker ever. He's so funny. He's such... I love that my cough wasn't there. And he would roll hella blunts, and he would have just the highest tolerance that the circle would just keep going. And we need that like animo, like keep going.
Yeah,
like, you know?
We need that energy.
Yeah, we need that energy. So we need someone to show us how it's done. So that's my number 1. Now you go.
My number 1. Oh, we're ranking them? Or it doesn't matter. Like,
it's not any specific order, but that's my first person that comes. Like, I have to.
So, yes, I've thought about this in depth. And I think, well, not multiple people. There's just like a few that I imagine in my head. But the first one would be RuPaul. I know he's sober, and he has been for a long time. But he just seems like such a nice, intelligent, deep person. And I would love to like sit with him and talk to him.
Hell yeah.
He's so inspirational. He was born in San Diego. He built himself from the ground up, and he just really knows himself and loves himself and has this like confidence, you know.
He could tell you a lot.
Yeah, he would teach me a lot. I know for a fact. Okay, your turn.
Number 2 is Seth Rogen.
Oh my god.
And
he's so hot.
He's number 1, really sexy. I would definitely try to kiss him. If I'm gonna be high and near Seth Rogen, I'm gonna try to kiss him, and he's gonna get very mad at me, and so is his wife. But that's not really my problem. They should know how I get, and that's their problem to deal with. And so if it ruins a marriage and he ends up marrying me, everything happens for a reason. Everything in divine timing.
All consensual, of course.
Of course. I just like would really like stare at him though, like he knows what's about, like what I want to do, like down, like I want to kiss you. Like, yes, he is so smart and funny and hot.
Creative, talented. Oh my gosh.
And I love his sense of style.
Yes.
So, yeah, really talented. Yeah.
He's getting hotter and hotter the more he ages.
He really is. It's insane.
It's insane. It's really insane. Okay. Word. Mm-hmm. You know what? Someone who would be super fucking fun to smoke with is Amy Poehler. Because she's hilarious, obviously, and I really need like a higher energy than me.
Yes.
Because I'm really low energy, but mixed with the right, with the right mix.
You can bounce off her.
Right. And I love laughing when I'm high, Like I love
free content.
And stuff like that, maybe even sad, but I prefer to laugh or watch something funny or make jokes with you. Like that's what I like to do when I'm high. So
I feel like that's 99% of the population.
I'm unique. Okay. No, I don't think anyone likes to laugh when they're high.
No, no one.
I think we should start a trend, honestly.
Yeah, people should try it.
So stupid.
Have y'all tried laughing when you're high?
This is what happens when you smoke before you record.
You get good content, baby. You get great content.
This is free of charge. Don't forget.
Well, that's how I felt about Amy Poehler. Like, holy crap. Like, holy shit. Like, you get to...
Holy crap. I was like, we're bringing the Crips into this? Damn, you really took that Snoop Dogg thing seriously.
No!
Shit.
I was gonna say, holy crap. Would you be able to tap into her subconscious and get free content? And that's awesome. Number 3, oh my god, I can't believe I haven't said someone who's dead yet. Okay, you know what? I'm gonna say someone who's dead. And then I know who my last 2 are. Brittany Murphy. She is just so funny, so sweet, so bubbly, so charming. I would fall in love with her over and over and over again, just watching her talk or just do nothing. She's just so fucking charming as a human being, and like I would want to learn from her. And she's just so authentic, and like I just want to sit there and be in awe of her. Yeah, she's beautiful. She's such a beautiful person. I think she's a Scorpio.
Really?
Yeah, which I thought she was a Gemini. Like, I felt like she's a Gemini energy, but yeah.
Maybe ascending?
Yeah, maybe.
Wow. I think my third one would be Tyler, the Creator. I mean, obviously, his new album is out, and I'm obsessed with it. But, like, I just, like, have been obsessed with him for years, and I really, like, get crazy when I start talking about him. Like, I can't stop talking about him. It's really annoying.
I love it. I love it. You decode everything for me because I don't understand that man, but you understand him, and that's beautiful. So he's a Pisces.
Oh my god.
Mm-hmm.
Wow.
Crazy motherfucker.
Yeah. Really, really, really talented, really smart, really funny. Again, going back to laughing. My favorite thing.
Yeah.
I love to laugh.
He would really fucking turn that shit out.
He would roast me though. Remember you said that, and I completely agree.
Yeah, because you said that you were gonna cry in front of him if you met him, and I said, well, he's gonna roast you, but go ahead, like it's an honor.
But please go off.
Yeah, but please go off, King.
Yeah, he would 100%.
It would be an honor.
It would. Yeah, I think I would take it as an honor.
Yeah.
He was like answering calls from his fans and stuff. Like he
that's
does things
cool.
for his fans. I think that's cool. Anyways, that's my third, and I would love to smoke with him. Tyler, if you're listening, call me.
Number 4 for me would be Leonardo DiCaprio.
Oh my god.
He's a Sagittarius. He's one crazy motherfucker. He's seen some shit. He's the star of the 90s and the 2000s and the 2010s and of this pussy. I'm just kidding. But he's really like, damn, like I hate that, like, you know, he is the biggest example for the male cougar. Like, you know, how no one blinks an eye at Leonardo DiCaprio being around 21-year-olds. But the second, like, a female does it, like, she's a creep or whatever. I don't know. But, you know, I don't know how I feel about him dating such young women. I don't know how I feel about that in general. It kind of makes me feel like, from my experience and from what I've seen, kind of feels like a big power imbalance.
1000%.
But to focus on the positive, he's brilliant. He's such a free spirit. He hasn't been tied down yet, which I think just says something, like, to be that old. And so I just want to hear from him. Like, he's just such a unique person, and he's also really fucking sexy. So a lot of eye candy in my circle.
My 4th person is Jonah Hill.
That's my 5th person.
Oh my god!
You just took him from under me. I'm just kidding.
Well,
we'll schedule different times.
Okay, so yeah, I want Jonah Hill to be in my circle, and I love Leonardo DiCaprio and Jonah Hill's friendship. They're so cute together, and I really love them in Wolf of Wall Street, obviously. And he's just hilarious. He
is one of the sweetest, most down to earth, I can just tell, people ever, and he's so creative and so quiet as a person. So I want to see what's under there, because he's obviously really fucking hilarious. Like, his Instagram I've been seeing lately, he's just so funny, and still the same guy, but I think he's matured so much and is more himself than ever. And that's just something to admire, and I would love to, like, fucking just meet him. And also, my sister knows this. If I don't... I tend to get over people really quickly now, but if I'm not crushing on Rupert Grint, I'm crushing on Jonah Hill. Like, there's no one else I want to date other than Jonah Hill. Like, I get fixated on it. And so I'm going to say that's someone different because you said him.
Okay, yeah.
Is that all you want to say about him?
I think you pointed out, like, the better things about him.
Really?
Just him being funny. Like, obviously, he's really deep and thoughtful and talented and passionate about what he does. And I feel like he's pretty humble. He gives off that vibe to me. I don't know him.
Yeah,
you know,
down to earth.
Down to earth, yeah. And he's hot.
He's so sexy to me. Him, Seth Rogen.
Did you watch Maniac? It's a show with Jonah Hill and Emma Stone.
Oh, I watched, like, the first 2 episodes, but I didn't finish it. And I think it was because I think that's when I started smoking. And it was just too much for me. So at that point, I needed, like, quick laughs and, like, shit, you know? Right. So I wasn't focusing. But if it's really good, I'll watch it.
I kind of want to rewatch it, so maybe it's something we can watch.
I'm so down. Because I want to stare at his face.
He plays someone who has schizophrenia. And he does such a good job of interpreting... Or, like, it's like, not easy to make it look real and not make it look like a caricature, you know? And I used to work at a psych hospital, so, like, I've seen what people go through and just, like, their behavior and the feelings that they have because of their diagnosis. And he really, really did a good job. And that whole show is just a mindfuck. I really, really recommend it. Anyways.
I really want to see it now. I mean, he would do it with so much respect, and that's beautiful because mental health needs to be taken seriously. Like, all levels, even the ones that make you uncomfortable and scared. Like, you know, we have to talk about them. And so I love that I feel like he did take the time to really understand what it realistically is. And that's wonderful. Yeah. Okay, so my 5th person is none other than Matthew McConaughey, baby.
That's a great one.
Yeah, that's the craziest motherfucker on the team. Dead ass. No cap. He's so hot. He is brilliant. After reading his book, it just reiterates how fucking smart of a man he is. He just thinks so out of the box and so differently. It's so intriguing, so charming. And he really just makes you think no matter what he's doing. And you can just tell he's been through shit. And that's what I want to hear about. He wrote only like a little bit in his book, but he's been through shit, I can tell. And he's also so fucking hot, and he's also a part of our favorite movie ever, which is Wolf of Wall Street. Like, he made us laugh like no other, and he was there for 5 minutes, so he would probably make me crack up, like die laughing as well. And can you just imagine, like, Matthew McConaughey and Snoop Dogg talking right in front of you while you're high? And also Seth Rogen and Brittany Murphy and Leonardo DiCaprio. Like, that'd be some weird-ass group. And then I'm just sitting there, like, vibing. It'd be crazy to see, like Leonardo talk to Snoop Dogg. I want to see that.
That is, like, the best part of it all, right? Like, having that mix of people. I want to choose an author. And I think, like, my first instinct is to say Sylvia Plath, because I love the book that she wrote, The Bell Jar, and I think she really described what it feels like to be depressed and to be suicidal, and how subtle it actually is in your everyday life. And I just would love to talk to her about, you know, what she thinks about life, because that was kind of autobiographical. Like, it wasn't based on her life, but there was a lot of similarities in the story with her life.
Yeah.
But then I would love it if it was Maya Angelou instead, because, you know, she, as a person of color, I just can't even imagine, like, she would be like a huge fountain of knowledge.
Yeah, she was my honorable mention that I was gonna, when we were gonna talk about honorable mentions. Yeah.
I didn't even know we had honorable mentions.
I was gonna bring it up. I was gonna say any are honorable mentions, and I'll say Maya Angelou.
I'll choose someone else, because, you know, I'm having trouble choosing. Because then I also would have loved to meet J.D. Salinger, who wrote The Catcher in the Rye.
That's a good one.
Yeah, that book is really, really good. And again, it has to do with mental health. I know. Can you see a pattern? I really love books like that are able to capture the inner workings of, like, your mind, especially when it's not healthy, because that's hard to even describe. So it's so hard to put into words. Yeah,
so incredibly hard
to, like, describe everything through the lens of someone who's having a mental breakdown, you know?
Yeah.
And that book means so much to me. I've read it purposely at different chapters of my life. Like, I read it in high school because I had to, but I fell in love with it, and I read it when I was in college, and I learned something different. And then I read it again when I was working at the mental health hospital, because it just seemed very fitting, and
yeah,
I saw a whole other perspective, you know?
Yeah, to process it.
Yeah.
Everything that you were learning and witnessing. And that's beautiful that you went to a book like that. I don't think I ever understood it. I read it at too early of an age in high school, but I'm so down to read it because I'm always down for, like, food for thought.
Yeah, I have to buy another copy because I actually gave mine away to a patient who asked me about it, and I told him, oh yeah, because sometimes we just had to guard the hallway, you know, and so sometimes if it was like nighttime, I would just bring a book, and he asked about it, and I was like, you've never read it? Like, I was kind of shocked, and so then I just gave it to him. So
that's really beautiful.
Ever since I haven't had a copy, but otherwise I probably would have read it already by now.
Yeah.
But I'll buy it, and then you can borrow it.
That'd be cool.
I highly recommend it, and I would just want to talk to him about writing, you know, because the story speaks for itself, but the skill, like, where do you get, like, the inspiration for something like that?
Mm-hmm.
Like, I really, really admire writers, and I just wish, like, sometimes I write, but it really has to be when I'm feeling it, you know, otherwise I just don't, I'm not compassionate to myself.
I honestly feel like all writers feel that same way, but it'd be interesting to know how he deals with it, or you never know, maybe he doesn't experience that. But I get what you mean. Like, he just has such an interesting perspective and style that it would be, you want to pick that brain, you know? Yeah, you want to pick at it.
Yeah, exactly.
What's in there? That's really good. We literally had similar ones, and we said really good ones. Yeah. That was good, and that was on the fly. We didn't think about it, so that's cool. Yeah. My honorable mentions are Brene Brown, Dax Shepard.
Oh my god.
He should break his sobriety for me, absolutely. Wendy Williams.
Trisha Paytas.
Yes.
I would love for them to be in my smoke circle, but I would also like Ethan to be in my smoke circle. I know that's a conflict of interest.
Definite conflict of interest.
But they're both my honorable mentions.
That's wonderful. And then Shredder is another honorable mention.
Oh, baby Shredder.
Yeah.
Shout out.
For real.
We should tag him. on Instagram.
Oh my god, Rupert Grant. Honorable mention.
Oh my gosh.
Baby, come here.
He's hilarious.
Oh, Daniel Radcliffe, so hilarious. I swear, you guys, all I can think about is Rupert Grant right now. I have to go. I have to leave. I'm not even joking.
Thanks for listening.
Thank you so much for being here. Girl, we are going. We're just going and going. Like,
I think in the
don't know
last
what
episode,
that means.
we kept saying thank you. I'm like, thank you. And I'm pretty sure everybody's like, we get it. We get
No,
it.
I don't think you can ever say thank you enough in my IMO, you know?
Okay.
But I get what you're saying. Maybe I did cut out a thank you or two, okay? Maybe
right.
I did.
Right.
When I was editing, okay? So I get what you're saying. But literally, like, we might sound low energy because we're fucking high, but literally, thank you so much for listening. We hope you felt like you were just chilling with us. We're getting out of, like, some weird energy, y'all. And that's okay. We're fine. Yeah.
So carry on with your bad selves. Love you.
Please have a good week. Love you guys. Can't wait to see you next week. Bye.
Bye.